Greetings and good day, YouTube. How are you doing today? I myself am pretty excited to continue where we last left off in Minecraft. I did play a little bit off stream in order to fix up my pickaxe and all that. All I did was go to the little area I set up for AFK fishing. And I also did a little bit more mining of this section that we've been working on for the past couple of streams that we've done of Minecraft. I didn't really do much, but we're getting there. Over time, we'll get there. Now, to start with, what we played, Fallout 3, primarily, on stream. Didn't really play anything else. We actually have beaten the main story at this point, I believe. We've got some, like, prologue stuff to go through and the DLC, and then we'll be done with Fallout 3. When we're done with Fallout 3, that'll be probably on Sunday, which I think we're also going to... Nah, we're just going to focus on finishing Fallout on Sunday. That'll be like the final wrap-up day. And then Monday will be, of course, Minecraft, but that's what we got there. And then October happens, and we're into scary games for that month. I don't know which one we're going to start with, but I got a couple of... Like, we could do Alien Isolation. We could even do, I think, is it, Fear 2? Or something like that I got for free from Epic that I've never played. I've never played the first one, but maybe I'll play the second one, and that will want me to make... That will make me want to get the first one. No idea. But, Dead Rising. I don't know if I would enjoy that game. I've seen playthroughs of Dead Rising in the past, I'll be honest. And the reason I don't think I would enjoy that game is because it does look like you have enough time to do everything you would possibly want to do, but there's a time constraint. Time constraints fuck with me mentally in games. I might have more than enough time to deal with them. Hell, I'm saying, wait, interrupt myself. I gotta interrupt myself. XCOM might have changed my mind on this. Maybe I'll have to give it a try in the future. That's where I'm at right now, Dead Rising. But here's the thing. Would you classify Dead Rising as a horror game? Because I'm thinking about it, and that doesn't... Yeah, I don't think I would count Dead Rising as a horror game. It's more of like a... honestly, I consider that more of like a hack-and-slash style game. I know it's not. That's not what you call it. But it gives me that type of a vibe. You know what I mean? Like, you just kind of play around in the game and just beat up zombies. Again... I don't have any experience playing it myself, and it does look like it would be fun, but not 100% sure. Also, I know for a fact I got a bunch of games for free from Epic that are classified as being horror games, and I'll make you a deal because I know I went on record saying that like I just don't want to play those games, and I really don't. But if for whatever reason Epic makes any of the Five Nights at Freddy's games free, I guess I'll be playing those during October. But yeah, this week we pretty much focused on just doing the main story of Fallout with a little bit of exploration here and there. I've almost gotten to level 30 in Fallout 3. Callisto, I got that game for free with Epic as well. That's hilarious how many games are both free on Prime and Epic. Hell, the funny part though is when you say it's free on Prime, my brain immediately went, oh, is it through the Amazon Games Launcher that you play it, or is it through the Epic Games Launcher that you end up playing it? That's the question. Or GOG, I mean. Because if it's on GOG, I think I would prefer that over Epic. Because I've actually played... That's where I'm playing Fallout 3 from. I'm playing it from GOG instead of Epic. Callisto Protocol. You said you got it for free with Prime. I got it for free on Epic, and I'm wondering, like, what is that only through Epic? Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. Callisto Protocol, is that only through Epic, or can you get it on Steam as well?
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to the banker.
How'd it go, Roger? If there was a bump in the road, we hit it, but we navigated right through it.
Okay, got you.
Get more than money from your bank. Welcome to Huntington.
Hey, listen,
People compensated for
you got it, and that's at the end of the day all that really matters. You know what I mean?
Seems like there's more identity theft in the news every day.
Because when they do those programs to get you free games,
That's because there are
I'm gonna accept that offer. You're like, hey, here, take this game for free. All we want you to do is use our platform. And I'm over here going, okay, sure, I can do that. That's an easy exchange for me.
Your identity is stolen, we'll fix it. Guaranteed or
Now, mind you, I know there's a whole bunch of bullshit with this platform or that platform or this. I just don't care. I don't care.
Terms apply.
Oh, but they do this. They steal your information and use it for advertising. Yeah. They just came out with an article about how the phones actually listen to you talk, apparently. Like, I know I've brought it up before about how you could have a conversation about pianos and then start getting advertisements for pianos on sale or some shit like that, right? So, like, I don't give a shit. Because at the end of the day, that's never going to change. You're always going to have people trying to find out information about you to make it to where they could try and sell you something. That's how the world revolves around money now fucking days. Do you not realize that yet? It's fucking insane. Anyways. Hell. No, just focus. Focus. We're talking about a little bit of Fallout 3. How I was concerned at first that it was going to take me longer to get through the game. But as I've been going through, I've realized there's really not much else for me to do with Fallout 3. Like, I've probably missed a couple of quests. And one of the speedruns I think I want to watch is an all quests speedrun of Fallout 3. Just to see what that looks like. And I think I want to watch an all quest speedrun for Fallouts 1 and 2, too. We might do that, like... That might be the speedruns that we watch. Because I do like watching speedruns. I don't like trying to do speedruns. I've talked about it before, but I did a little off-stream thing where I, like, did a speedrun. Like, I'm going to do a speedrun and just, like, do a softball approach to it and see if I actually enjoy it and if I would be able to do what I want to do when I'm streaming and trying to speedrun. And I can't do the way... Like, I cannot do things the way that I want to do it while speedrunning. Like, I would be quiet the entire time and just trying to focus on routing, and that's just not what I want to do. That's not the type of content that I want to... Like, enough time, give it enough time speedrunning, I would be able to do that. But here's the problem with that. I would have to focus on that game for such a long time. That's just not how I can do games. I know that. It's why I have switched back and forth between Fallout 3 and Metal Gear Solid 3 the way that I did. Because while I enjoy Fallout 3 immensely, I still had times where I felt like I needed a little bit of a break, and I was really wanting to play Metal Gear Solid. Chapter 1 Fortnite. Honestly, I'll be honest with the one of the reasons why you might miss... Hey! Greetings and good day, Redneck. How are you doing today? Thank you for remaining a guardian of the kingdom. Very much appreciate that. Glad you've been enjoying your stay. Hey, Redneck. Did you hear about what they added to Fortnite? Solos, duos, squads, and that's it. Yeah. Yeah, the cycle thing. I'm gonna play a little bit of that on stream today. I played one game of it off stream just to see. I will be going on a rant today, I feel, while playing that game. It just made me sad at what we lost. That's all it did. It, like... It just made me sad at what we lost. I mean, I'm not sure how large the squads can be. If they allow you to have groups of 4, that would be overpowered. And they probably will, but there's only up to 8 people on the map, right? At least with the cycle, if you had like duos and stuff like that, it increased the number of people that were available from 12 in solos to like 16 or 18 or something like that. I don't know. We'll have to find it out. I'm gonna play a couple games solo. Just like the first time I play that, I just want to play one game solo and just rant for like an hour, and then I'll be ready to like, hell, maybe if you are all right with me not paying attention at all, I'll rant with you just right next to me. That's up to you though. The reason I'm saying like solo is because they're like, for myself, I gotta get over it because it really doesn't matter for a game like Fortnite. It really does not matter for the cycle in Fortnite because there's nowhere to stash your shit, man! You have no storage! I got you, you just want the XP. Like, literally, all it is the main dude that you talk to at the beginning. And then it's the fucking... the 3 factions where you get missions from. You can only accept one mission from one faction at a time. Oh, in about 3 hours from now, I'm going to be playing... In about 3 hours from now, I'm going to be playing that. Because we're going to play this for about 2 hours. Right? And then I'm going to do a little bit React Andy shit. And then I'm going to play that. Oh, it definitely has potential. Of course. Any game mode added with the Unreal Engine Fortnite creator. That's what it's called. Unreal Engine Fortnite creator, or whatever the fuck it's called. Like the whole name of it is. I know that's what the UEFN stands for, though. Any game made in that has potential to be, like, for there to be more. Hell, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure the game that, like, wasn't it, like, Ninja, Tim the Tatman, they were making their own, like, BR or some shit like that in that engine as well? I don't fucking know. I know a bunch of people are making the games through that Unreal Engine Fortnite creator, and yeah, they have potential. Just look at, like, the best way to compare and contrast is look at Lego Fortnite. That was created in the Unreal Engine Fortnite creator, right? So that's a look at to see how much potential that creator has for people. Oh, that's interesting. I learned something new there. You have like an undo button. How did I do that? Hold on. How did I just do that? Click and hold. Okay, so you click and hold the right click. And then if you left click, it undoes. Now what if we do this? Okay, so it just undoes the last thing that you did. Interesting. Festival, yeah, and the racing game. The racing game was also created with it. And those are great examples of some of the potential that that creator has. Yeah, yeah. I guess if you look at it that way, that makes me feel a bit better. So it keeps people aware of the game's existence. Yeah. And that in of itself could save the game in the future. Hell, you could kind of say, like, Festival helped keep people aware of, not that it needed help in the beginning, in the first place, because you had Clone Hero, but it helped kind of bring a lot more eyes on something like Guitar Hero and Rock Band and shit like that, you know? Stuff like that always helps people get more attention on shit, because, like, if you look at Escape from Tarkov, if you go to Google and type in games that are like Escape from Tarkov, you'll get, or you would have in the past, gotten something like The Cycle. Now you'll get The Cycle, Fortnite version.
Seems like there's more identity theft in
The amount of new people coming to the console side of Guitar Hero and Rock Band is insane. And one of the main reasons that has got to be just because of the fact that it's coming from a free game. You know what I mean? Like, it almost feels like it's more of an advertising platform than an actual game platform, even though you go to it to play games. Because holy shit, I was playing, listen, this is what, like, I was playing that game mode with this old Snake character skin that I earned from when I first, like, when I played it again that whole season. I grinded it really hard just to unlock Snake.
It really inspired me.
So, like, that's one of the cool things about that. You could play different game modes with the character skins from other franchises and shit like that.
You know, basically double or nothing.
Younger generation. Yeah, Fortnite is a younger generation's focus for the game, you know? Like, a lot of the time, if you hear people bitching about Fortnite, I bitch about Fortnite, you're gonna hear it from people that are older. Because it's not made for that. It's not made for people that are going to be playing the game and only this. I mean, it's obviously not anymore, in my opinion, that it's not made for people that are only going to play the Battle Royale. I can't say Fortnite as a whole, because at this point, you could literally play no other game but Fortnite and still have, like, a bunch of games within that game. Mind you, a lot of them are just going to be meh, but it's kind of the same premise as, like, fan fictions. If you don't know what the premise for fan fiction is, it's like 90% of all fan fiction is just you the viewer, will find it trash, right? But it's that, like, 10 to 5% that's, like, really good that you gotta search for, and when you find it, it's, like, really good. It's the same with the games that people have made. There's a bunch of games that are just, like, basic as shit, just concepts, right? But the concepts in of themselves, if they're given time to cook, will be wild to see in the future. Like, I really think this is gonna help, like, inspire people that will use Unreal Engine's creator, like the Unreal Engine Fortnite creator, in a means to, like, actually start branching out from that point and, like, making games. Mind you, there's nothing wrong with making games in the Fortnite engine, but you're also going to turn just as many people off that you would turn them on to the game, because there are people that will refuse to play that game because it's associated with Epic for one reason or another, right? Just like the same people refuse to get free games from Epic, they just won't do it for one reason or another. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm getting at. Gears of War. Well, hey, or they'll play the next Pokemon game that comes out, or they'll play the next game that comes out from this fucked up company or that fucked up company. I don't try to pay too much attention to that shit, except for a couple of companies that are, like, I view the companies as, like, pure evil or what have you. Those types of companies I try to stay away from as much as I can, right? Hell, honestly, Not for those exact reasons, like not pure evil, but I've slowly been getting turned off from Sony products because of the stupid shit that Sony's been doing lately. Like tomorrow, I'm not going to be live for this, but tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we're having Sony's State of Play. What? What the fuck is your State of Play going to be? That you can't really play games on the PlayStation 5, even though you're making a PlayStation 5 Pro? Are you fucking kidding me? You're coming out with a new console product. What the fuck is there to play on your console? Tell me what games you can play on the PlayStation 5 right now. And only the PlayStation 5. Convince me why I should buy that. But here's the thing. I don't want console exclusives, right? This is like, it sounds like I'm saying a catch-22 thing, but I'm not. I've never really wanted exclusives. Because exclusivity prevents access to your game, right? Like, a perfect example is, I'm at the point now where I'm not going to buy another console. I'm focused entirely on PC gaming. If a game's not coming out for PC, I ain't fucking playing it. Full stop. End of story. Does not matter. Can I play it on PC? No. Well, I ain't fucking playing it. And it's as simple as that. There is no changing my mind. There is no, oh, but consoles are almost as good as PC. I don't fucking care how almost good a console is at this point. I want to be able to play games on the platform that I want to play them on. I don't want to have to be forced to spend $500 fucking dollars just to be able to play a game digitally, spend another $200 to get a fucking disc tray. Are you fucking insane? Oh, why are we not selling consoles? I fucking wonder why you're not selling consoles. Oh, if you want to get an extra thing so you can play discs, that's gonna drop you, what it was $150, right? Fuck off. You can get a PC for $900 that would be way better than a PS5 Pro. My current PC is a quote-unquote shitty store-bought PC, and it's awesome. Exactly, pre-built. I'm using a pre-built PC right now, and I'm happy. I have upgraded this PC though. Wait, hold on, wait a minute, something ain't right. I have upgraded this PC myself. But that's the thing, I can't easily upgrade a console. Exactly, emulation. I have a PS3 right in front of me, motherfucker. And I've got my fucking games. Oh, these are PS4. I've got a PS4 in front of me, and I've got all my games in front of me as well. Fallout 4 right there. I've got that on PC. Final Fantasy 15, Dark Souls 3, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Metal Gear Phantom Pain. Right? Boom. There you go. Slap those motherfuckers in and boom, we're good. Slap them into your PC, we're good to go when you get the right emulation shit set up. Oh, I need to get, oh, fuck you, Creeper. I need to get, Cabela's, I think it'll work properly now. Cabela's Dangerous Hunts. And a couple of other ones set up properly. What was it? It's Alaskan Adventures, African Safari, Dangerous Hunts, and Outdoor Adventures. Those are all 4 PlayStation 2 games that I own, and I need to get them set up properly. And a couple of other games that I'm finally getting the fucking CDs to. At some point. Oh, did they... Wait. Is it like... I'm him and Han like that, because at the end of the day, it's not really how good the RPCS3 emulator. It's how well can it emulate Metal Gear Solid 4 because Metal Gear Solid 4, the way that it was designed, the disc, I'm not joking when I say this, the way the disc was designed is so shitty. Because it, like, has so many different fucking fuck-up issues that you have to worry about. So I wonder if they've improved upon the emulation of that game in particular. Because that is a hard game to fuck with. Because it was like a dual-layer Blu-ray fucking bullshit they had slapped onto it. All kinds of shit they did with it.
LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it. Guaranteed.
Gotcha.
Save up to 40% your first year at lifelock.com/Spotify. Terms apply.
Oh, okay, so really quickly, because we kind of got distracted by talking about the other shit. We talked about what games I've played. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, this coming Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'm going to be playing Fallout 3 and finishing that up for sure. I have no other games planned to play during Fallout. Monday's Minecraft. October's horror games, where we're going to be playing like The Evil Within 1 and 2, Alien Isolation again, I think, and a couple of other horror games that I know I got for free through Epic. Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots is the game. No, I'm not making the kingdom fully flat. I'm bringing down where the castle's going to be. Right here, right? So, like, if I were to go over there and look over, I need to bring this section, I need to bring all this down to this flatness. Ah. Yeah. That's another reason, too. You kind of have to... Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's the other thing. You kind of have to have the fucking shit, like you know. Also, always would fucking buy pre-owned. Never would I ever buy new when I would go to EB Games or whatever. Oh, but yeah, that's funny. Hey, you can take your time. We're in no rush. I am a patient man. Now, here's what's funny. If you were here for the playthrough, you know where that's from. You know why I say that the way that I do. I am a patient man. Okay, we chillin'. Alright. We're actually getting close to me. After October, I'll be playing Metal Gear Solid 4, actually. That's where we're at. We're out the games that I plan to play after October, because October's going to be horror games. Not exactly sure what games outside of what I mentioned, and I don't know when I'm going to be playing those. Maybe I'll play Callisto Protocol as well, because I think that's supposed to be a horror game, but I'm not sure. I've seen a couple clips here and there of that game, and I'm like, I hope I'm not going to be as disappointed as it looks like it's going to make me. Like, just from a couple clips. And I'm like, ooh, that combat system looks very stamped, if you know what I'm saying. But we'll see. If the story is good enough, that'll keep me playing, regardless of the gameplay loop. Yeah, before we do that, I'm gonna play Gun. After Gun, we're gonna get Metal Gear Solid 4, or maybe during it, we'll get Metal Gear Solid 4 in. And then after/during Metal Gear Solid 4, we'll get into playing Fallout New Vegas, which I expect a lot of new people to show up for Fallout New Vegas just because of how many people love that game. Because I know a bunch of people show up for Fallout 3. I've seen more people for Fallout 3 than I did for Fallout 1 and 2 combined at times. I don't really know anything about that game. I know a couple things, right? Like, I don't know how many times I've seen the game was rigged at the start, or whatever the fuck it is. I've seen that a bunch of times, and I don't really have context for that. So I'm looking forward to what that's going to be. I know there's basically something that I'm going to refer to as Death Valley, apparently, because if you go that way, you just die, I guess. And Cazadors. Fuck Cazadors is something else that I know about. That is my knowledge for Fallout New Vegas. Fuck Cazadors, Death Valley. The game was rigged from the start. I got a lot. I'm gonna have a lot to tear apart here. Gravel I want, actually. I actually do want gravel. More than cobblestone. I literally just lost my complete train of thought. What is super good? I know I just mentioned it, but it's gone. I had like two different thoughts that interrupted me, and I want to talk about them, but I cannot remember what I just wanted to finish about. Callisto Protocol. Oh, New Vegas. New Vegas. After New Vegas, we'll get to playing Fallout 4. I'm going to mod Fallout 4. I don't know how many mods I'm going to put in it, but some of the mods that I looked at were mods that will like allow you to dual wield pistols and shit like that. Like akimbo basically mod. I know I'm going to add, if it exists, I'm going to add a fishing mod, even if it just makes fishing the most basic shit ever like it is in Skyrim. And a bunch of other mods. Okay. The way you worded that got me a chuckle. Got me to chuckle. What else do we got? That's all I really have planned for at the top of my head. Like, I'm sure there's other games that I probably want to play, but outside of finishing Fallout 3 this coming week, to be ready for horror games for October, and then playing Gun, Metal Gear Solid 4, and Fallout New Vegas. Then after New Vegas, we'll probably play something else. I don't know what yet. And then after that, that will be where we get into Fallout 4. Or maybe we go from Vegas to 4. I don't know yet. We'll figure that out when it becomes pertinent. We'll figure that out. That's the loose plan right now. I'm like, dude, like, because not Fallout 4, dumbass. Metal Gear Solid 4 is gonna be a lengthy playthrough for me, because I think I'm gonna do this is gonna sound weird, but I might do an off-stream playthrough of that game just to make sure it loads everything that needs to load and all that, make sure it's all good. And then the next time I play it, when I play it on stream, I might, like, it's going to be a spoiler playthrough, of course, because the last playthrough that I did of that game is on, it's my clean playthrough on my YouTube. Then it'll be the spoiler playthrough, and it's going to take me forever to get through. So I'm probably going to try to get the chicken emblem when I do that, which is like, you have to have 35 hours of gameplay, at least. You need to have, like, 500 eliminations, over 50 continues, a bunch of shit we have to get the chicken emblem. So we'll probably, like, do that as long as it works properly. Because I know when I played through it on stream last time, I had to actually pull up the final cutscene and play it that way, because it would not let me watch the final cutscene. Like, it kept crashing, and I got pissed because I wanted to see what emblem I got. Damn it, and never got to see that. That's where we're at for that. I can do a little bit of a soft analysis of Pitch Black, I guess, when I'm done with everything, even though it's been a couple days since I watched it and I didn't write anything down. I know there's probably some bullshit I could pull out, though. Man, I didn't know Riddick was also free on not Epic. We talking about free on Epic, now I'm starting to talk about... That's what game I want to see for free on Epic soon. Give me the video games. Give me the Chronicles of Riddick video games. Let me see what they were, if I could... Hold on. One moment, please. We interrupt this programming. Because there's two games. There's Escape from Butcher Bay, and
We're not just old school games. We're a playground for grown-ups.
What's the other one?
Cocktails or beer while you challenge your crew to pinball, arcade games, bocce, duck pinballing, and more. We're located on West 25th in Ohio City, right next to 16-bit bar and arcade.
Assault on Dark Athena, and apparently there's one that came out in 2013 called The Merc Files. It's an iPad game.
This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer.
But the Chronicles of Riddick is on PC and Xbox since June 1st, 2004, and that's Escape from Butcher Bay. And the Chronicles of Riddick Assault on Dark Athena is April 7, 2009. Mac, X360, and two more, which is PS3 and PC.
You know, basically double or nothing.
Okay, so...
Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Steam? Steam. Alright. Let me add those to the list I have growing. Because those are definitely going to be games that I'm probably going to have to get and play at some point in the future. So give me one moment, and then we'll get back to Minecraft. Unless they're not shown. What? Oh shit, you can get the Metal Gear Solid 1 collection currently for 20% off. Metal Gear Rising for 40%. Okay, cool. It says it's on Steam, but I'm not getting the pull-up. Is it not on Steam? It says PC, but they did not have it on... Oh, you can't get Escape from Butcher Bay on Steam. People are having discussions on it. But I don't know if you can get Assault on Dark Athena on Steam, because every time I try and go... Hold on. I don't have my chat open, so give me a second. I'll catch up with chat as well, because I'm down the rabbit hole of figuring out how I can get these games now. I don't think you can get the Chronicles of Riddick on Steam anymore. Like, I cannot find it. I cannot find it. Okay. Wild. Anyways. Oh, by the way, that dragon that you just saw, I think it's a fan image of the Ender Dragon, but I'm not 100% sure. This right here, right? I think this is supposed to be the Ender Dragon, but I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong. I got it because it's a cool-ass dragon. When I see it, though, that was the first thing I thought of. I'm like, oh, shit. Ender Dragon. Anyway. So I'll have to figure out how to get those. And I will definitely play those at some point. What else? I think at this point we can get to talking about topics of conversation, in all honesty, because I don't really have anything else planned for game-wise stuff. Yeah, nothing else planned. So, as a result, first topic to bring up would really be why I've been like... So, what was it? Saturday? I didn't stream. And Sunday was a fairly decently sized stream, I'd say. I think I went for 4.5 hours, give or take. Friday, I think it was a short one on Friday, but I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, the main reason that is because on Thursday, I had to cook a bunch of shit for a surprise party that was being thrown for my... I think I brought this up while I was playing Fallout 3, but for my niece, right? So Grandma got wrapped up into... My mom, aka Grandma, got wrapped up into cooking 4 pans of spaghetti alongside a couple of other things. And I basically was the pack mule, so I was carrying party stuff and foods and all kinds of shit back and forth for a couple of days. Saturday was the party. That was a 5-hour thing. And when I came home, I was just like mentally exhausted. Because whenever you hang out with large groups of your family, it's a lot to deal with. I need not explain more. If I do, you'll start to understand when you go to more parties, apparently. Unless you don't go to them at all, then you'll never understand. Or maybe that's why you don't go to parties. Because of that mental drain whenever you have something like that. I have yet to meet anybody that doesn't have such a mental drain on them whenever they have a party or something like that. Anyways. So that's basically what's been going on. Today, I had a meeting with a, hold on. I mean, what's the terminology? A support administrator for helping with me to help take care of my little sister. And that was a couple of hours of talking. So that's one of the reasons why I'm a bit tired today. Not as much as I was the other day when I didn't stream. I almost said yesterday, but... So yeah, I've had a busy week. Also, I might have done a couple of HVAC jobs. I cannot quite recall if that was last week or this week. But if I mentioned anything to do with wiring, then that's the job I'm talking about from last. Like if I'm last Monday, I mentioned that there was a job where somebody decided to take a residential timer and put it on a commercial prep unit. Like, you know how you might go to a sub store, or you might go to a place where you order, like Mr. Harrow's, if you've ever gone there or heard of that place, Subway, how they have like the meats and stuff you can see. That's in something called a prep unit. At least that's what the terminology is used. And that prep unit, well, it has to have proper refrigeration, or you're not able to use that prep unit. It will, like, the food will go bad and shit like that. So we had to figure out, it took us 3 hours to figure out what the other person who came there either before us, years ago, whatever, what wiring they did, how they hooked up the residential timer, in order to figure out what the, like, they used a timer that was set up on, like, it was running the machine improperly, basically, long story short, and caused it to burn up a sensor or whatever it was. So we had to replace the sensor.
Real people compensated for true stories.
And then had to basically rewire the fucking setup they had, so it was no longer running on the timer, but running it based off of the systems that it was supposed to run off of, which was the temperature inside the fucking prep unit. Instead of turning off whenever the fuck it was done with the timer. Like, how insane is that? They just went to the store, bought a timer, and were like, all right, we'll get it to work with this. And they somehow did.
Put your hunch to the test this season and make every moment more with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. New customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, guaranteed. 21 plus and present.
There it is.
Must be first online real money wager. $5 deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets that expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com.
After this,
Gambling problem? Call 1-800.
gambling problem. Gambling problem, call this number. And it's like, wait, so you're going to go through all the little information about how you have to do it. You have to deposit money in before anything. Like, as from what that sounds like, it sounds like you're losing just by pressing install. In my experience, in my opinion. There's like, people fucking gamble on the dumbest, most asinine shit I've ever heard about. I've heard recently, some of the gambling bets I've heard about recently have like just disgusted me. And they're not even that they're like, it's not that what they're betting on is disgusting. It's the fact that they're betting on it at all to me. It's like, why? Like, you're trying to get money based off of what now? Whatever. People enjoy what they enjoy, I guess. My worst habit, I say, is probably gaming. And I say that in quotation marks because the only time I play a game a couple hours. I'm trying to do the math of how many hours that I played off stream, and it's like, I think a total of 8 hours a week, maybe more. Because a lot of the time that I'm staying up, I'm doing a bunch of other shit. I'm working on edits for one thing or another, or I'm writing down notes for one reason or another while a YouTube video plays on the background, or fuck, I'll say screw it and I'll put something on and then play a game for a couple of hours and then be done, chill for a day and read. I do a lot of reading throughout a day. Just to chill. If I can, that is. What else we got? Yeah, Pitch Black, The Chronicles of Riddick, and Riddick are all free with ads on YouTube. Would highly recommend a watch of that. I will say, hold on. There's a movie that I kind of want to watch at one point on stream. But I'm going to look up some stuff and find out if it would be alright for me to do so. It's a 1977 movie that is free to watch on YouTube. Right? The reason I don't want to do Riddick, Pitch Black, or any of that is because those are much newer movies, right? But I'm going to look into stuff to make sure that's at all even possible and I won't get in trouble for doing that. If you don't know what Planet of Dinosaurs is, it is a fucking glorious 77. The film came out in 1977, and it is a glorious 70s film. At least from my perspective. Also, that's why I did that, because every time I alt-tab, it does do what I thought it did. So instead of seeing the pause menu, you actually get to see the moving background I have set up. I need to get more of those this week. Something else that I wrote down the rant about. The fact that Pal World's getting sued by Nintendo, Pokemon Nintendo, whatever the fuck, for they have retroactively acquired the patent for the capture sphere mechanic. And they're trying to sue Pal World for a patent they got a couple months ago. What? I don't know what any more progress than that. But that's what we got right now. They couldn't sue on the copyright because they couldn't actually prove that Pal World stole the ideas or the designs. They couldn't prove that. But what they could do is they could retroactively get a patent and then say, hey, they're conflicting with our patent. They did something they're not supposed to. They're using the... Stop patenting video game mechanics. They did that with the Lord of the Rings game that came out with the rival system. And that is such a cool system that you will never see in any other fucking games, because one company tried to be a greedy cocksucking bitch about the fucking fact that they own the rights to this idea. That's so dumb. Yeah, that's Nintendo. That's one of the companies that I'm talking about when I say evil beyond. Like, I will try my damnedest not to buy anything from Nintendo ever. I don't care how good their fucking games are. Fuck them. And of course, they're gonna have, like, they have games that they give, like, companies that they give money to make games, and they're the publishers on. And seeing that, if I ever see that, it's like, fuck. Because no matter what, at the end of the day, they're gonna get theirs for doing nothing more than providing the funding. Super Mario 3D World and the Switch to play it on. Honestly, listen. I'm not gonna try and tell people to not buy products. I just say things from my perspective, right? And why I do things the way that I do them. I don't ever expect anyone to try and purchase a product or not do a thing. The only time I ever egg people on is when something involved is free, right? Like Epic Games that they give away every week for free. That's a good deal. The fact that you could watch all of the Riddick movies, maybe not all of them because there's a bunch of animated movies that I've never really seen that I need to, but you can watch all the live action Chronicles of Riddick movies, Pitch Black, Chronicles of Riddick, and Riddick for free on YouTube. And I think they're really good fucking movies. I'm a bit biased. I understand that.
The same old night out? Come have a ball at Pins Mechanical Company. We're not just old school games. We're a playground for grown-ups. Sip on craft cocktails.
A playground for grown-ups.
Pinball, arcade games, bocce, duck pinballing, and more.
None of this sounds like something I would enjoy.
Right next to 16-bit bar and arcade.
Like,
games, fun. That's how we roll.
And what I mean by that is I would enjoy doing that, but not at a place, like an arcade or anything like that. Like, oh, let me gather together with a bunch of older people that can't let go of the past. Apologies if that insults anybody, but if it does insult you, you need to let go of the past. Because arcades are pretty much done and over with. Maybe they're not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm talking out my ass. But from what I've seen, and they don't exist anymore, arcades. Maybe they do. But like, anytime I hear shit like that, it just feels weird to hear shit like that from my perspective. It's like, okay, hey, we know this thing's not a thing that exists anymore, but we're gonna make a thing like it just so you could enjoy it. Again, a lot of people are gonna go there. I guarantee a lot of people are gonna go there. But it's just like the shit we're getting with this is what it feels like. The movies, the games, nothing feels new anymore. It all feels like rehashed shit that we've already seen or done. And the fact that we can't really get any of that new shit because all the fucking big games or the big companies that come out, they come up with some bullshit ways to make sure no other company can fucking try and get a little piece of their pie. And it's not even that they're trying to get any of your fucking pie, dude. They're trying to make their own pie. Yeah, it's got apples in it because it's apple fucking pie. You're trying to assume because they're using apples like you did, you fucking assholes? That shit pisses me off to no end. The fact that Palworld and Helldivers 2 and Concord, I believe, are all games that suffered because of the dumb decisions done by the higher-ups. I don't know all about Concord, so maybe I'm wrong with that. But I feel like games that, like, the higher-ups go, no, you're gonna do this. The people who are making the game have no choice but to do that. And then when people bitch about that product because of that reason, oh, we're just gonna fire you all and get rid of the company now because you didn't meet our expectations. Your expectations will never get met. I'm so pissed off I'm not even able to talk right. Will never get met with the kind of systems you want to implement, you fucking idiot. You want to implement a system where the player has to pay you money just to have another save slot. Who the fuck is gonna spend extra money for a secondary save slot? You fucking sheep. This is who the people are. This is the fucking people who make the decisions that fuck up games. Look at me, sheep, so I can make fun of you. Look at them. Look at how dumb they look. Those are the people that run the fucking shit that they ruin. And then they wonder why it's ruined. Fucking idiots. Oh, that sheep didn't do anything, but I mean, it's a pretty dumb looking sheep, isn't it? Look at how stupid it looks. It won't even look at me in the face because I'm making fun of it. Hey, you don't want to end up like Bob, do you? You better look at me for 2 seconds. I can't even be mad at the sheep. The sheep, yeah, the sheep's just like, in this world, these sheep are fucking stupid. You cannot change my mind. Anyways, a perfect example. So Sony's State of Play is coming out, and I'm either going to write shit down, or I'm going to edit a reactionary type video type thing, because that's the only thing that I'll ever really react to and make content on. Special events, right? Like, I don't want to stream that. Because I don't want to stream tomorrow. I want to have tomorrow be a relaxed day. So I'm either going to do one of two things for Sony State of Play. I'm going to fucking basically do it like I'm just doing a stream, but it's going to be a recording that I will then edit down and have for a later date or post or whatever. Or I'm just going to write down, depending on what it is. If it's like really bad, I'm just going to write a couple of notes down and then be like, yeah, we're done. And delete the fucking recording if it's that bad. But if it's good enough, maybe I'll make an edit and post a video. We'll see, though, how I feel. If I even remember, depending on if anything happens tomorrow and I got shit I gotta do and get distracted or whatever. Armored Core 6, I also have to do a playthrough of at some point. Maybe that's what I'll play after playing Metal Gear Solid 4 and before getting into Fallout 4, we'll play Armored Core 6. And we'll do a modded playthrough of that, where we're going to play with the co-op mod so we could get invaded while we play Armored Core 6. I kind of like that idea now that I'm said it out loud. I like that idea. Hey, we got a donkey. Donkey! What are you doing in my swamp? They're making a new one of those, aren't they? They're making a new Shrek movie. Like... what more do they have to tell for that world? You know what I mean? I mean, at the end of the day, Shrek isn't going to be being made, like, it's not being made for the 29-year-old, almost 30-year-old that's going to inevitably end up watching it at some point, right? It's not made for me. Made for the same people that Shrek 1 and 2 and 3 were made for. How many Shrek movies are there at this point? Oh, speaking of movies, what in the fuck are they doing with the Minecraft live-action adaptation they're going through? Like, the way they've animated the characters on that one? Yeah, fucking... Speaking of movies, hey, I got a movie for you, Relatize says, as I say the same thing. I'm picking up your mental frequency, apparently, today. Because that's, what, the second time? But yeah, I don't... Like... I'm gonna be honest with you. Anytime they ever make... I am Steve. Anytime they make a live action, I'm gonna ruin it for a lot of people, I think. They're making it for, you know, adults, right? That's the idea, I would imagine. Because... no. That seems like that would give kids nightmares. Like, I'm not joking when I say I see the sheep, like, in Minecraft, and I think of that sheep, and I'm like, ugh. Like, just, ugh. You know what I mean? But yes, I'm always open to hear a joke. Always open to hear a joke. Unless you're doing a quote from the movie. The Minecraft movie.
The NFL is back, and if you've got a hunch about this football season, put it in play.
That's funny.
FanDuel's easy-to-use app, because right now, new customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed.
Like, here's what I don't understand.
Optimistic hunch?
Nothing can stop this team. Nothing.
Or a
Why can't you make an animated Minecraft movie?
Put your hunch to the test this season and
Like-
make every moment more with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. New customers can bet
Why?
$5 and get
Can somebody explain that to me?
guaranteed.
Can somebody explain why they're not just making it animated?
Online real money wager. $5 deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets that expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at fanduel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Listen, I'm never gonna use your product, Sportsbook.
Right, everyone, are we all set for Halloween?
Uh,
We're baking spooky cupcakes.
fry?
Greens on costumes. Check. Yellows opening M&M's treats. Great. And
No,
blues
M&M's.
on
It's his voice actor, though.
duty. Check. And orange, where's orange?
At least I think it's the same voice actor. Like 99% sure.
The
The Fry is Futurama. Alright, we're getting to that point in the thing. I do want to try to go for a little bit longer, so I'm probably going to find another subject to rant about in a moment or two. I'm trying to go through my mind and figure out what that subject could be. Oh! I want to talk more in detail about Minecraft's no longer doing the vote. The mob vote. They did away with the mob vote finally. I know I talked about this earlier, like a couple weeks ago, but it's just something I'm still happy about. Because it was so ridiculous to me, this idea of trying to pick and choose what to give people. Like, anytime shit like that happens, it's like, no matter what you do in this situation, you're gonna piss somebody off. Right? You're going to piss people off. Anytime you do a pick and choose, what you're going to get and what you're not going to get, you will piss people off. It's literally better to just choose yourself and then come out with it and say, this is what you're going to get next. Because then you're going to get, like, when they do an official update, you know what people bitch about? Oh, yeah, that's what I really wanted. A new type of tree. That's what people bitch about. Now, mind you, I personally am okay with the new type of tree, right? I don't really mind. I'm not that bothered by it. But what I'm bothered by is I'm bothered by shit where they go, okay, pick from one of these three options. The other two people, like the other two votes, fuck off. That's what that feels like for that kind of shit. Why did that shit last as long as it did? Like, the mob vote. They show you a couple, like, how, would it really be that bad to add... Oh, 120 gigabytes. Yeah. Exactly. This is literally what I said. I said this. I guarantee you, every time they do a mob vote, somebody goes, all right, and they mark down what's possible, and they get ready to work, like, they get the shit ready, so whichever doesn't win, you'll have a mod that'll be like, hey, for anyone who wanted this, you can have it now. You can have it in your game because I modded it in. I bet shit like that happens all the fucking time for shit like that. I feel like, you know what it is? It's a lack of common sense. It's what it's got to be. Because it's like, all right, guys, like, this is a pitch meeting moment. All right, guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have everybody vote on what they want, and we're only going to give a third of people, wait, actually, let me phrase that. We're going to give a little bit over a third of the people what they want. They had a mob vote in 2017, 2018, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. the last mob vote, 2023, crabs, armadillo, and penguins. Armadillo was first, crab was second, and the penguin was third. A change.org petition to add all three options received over 400,000 signatures prior to the vote. This pushed Minecraft to retire the mob vote in September 9th, 2024. What are the amount? I want to see how many people fucking voted, though. Ah, okay. So are you ready for this? Where I just saw the percent number, but then I clicked on the article to get the whole thing, and then they took it away from me, bastards. The crab. Here. The armadillo got 42.3% of the vote, the crab got 32.5% of the vote, and the penguin got 25.2% of the vote. So, for the 55.7, right? So for the 55.7%, go fuck yourselves, is basically what that was. 5 million people participated in this year's mob vote. That's 2 million more than last year. And you pissed off over 50% of that 5 million. You pissed off over 2.5 million people when you did that. Imagine that. So much so that 400,000 people signed a petition that caused you to cancel the fucking vote. Check what's free on Epic. Yeah, I can check what's free on Epic. Oh, I thought you were being serious. Come on. What the fuck is this? There it is. A photo adventure game and Last Stand Aftermath. I've gotten both of these already, I believe. And then next week is supposed to be The Spirit and the Mouse. Last Stand Aftermath. Wow. Yeah, I did get it. I need to get the other ones in this series. Remember playing those games? Those old fucking Newgrounds, the Last Stand ones? Oh, man. That's kind of cool. I didn't really pay attention to the name of this game when I got it. I just got it. Cool. That's actually a cool game to get for free. Alright.
Drinks, games, fun. That's how we roll.
Hey parents, how's your child doing in school? Could they be doing better? At Kumon Learning Centers, your child can master math and reading skills at their own pace. So many Kumon kids work above grade level. With Kumon's daily practice, of course they'll improve, just like in sports. Practice builds confidence, mastery, and success. Yes, success.
Ah, damn. We don't have any more stone on us, so we're going to have to leave this here like this for a little while. Unfortunate.
It's time to say goodbye to stinky sponges. Scotch-Brite Stay Fresh sponges resist odors for up to 3 weeks.
I don't own any sponges, and it will be quite difficult for me to want to purchase a sponge. Sponges are fucking dirty.
And you can clean your sponge in the dishwasher up to 20 times. Click the link to shop for Scotch-Brite Stay Fresh sponges from your favorite retailer now.
I'm good. I'm good on sponges, thanks. So here's my question. What do they do the next time they're gonna add new shit into the game? Do they just add all the new shit they plan to add? Or do they have an internal vote with the people in the company? And they just don't tell anybody they have that. Hey, greetings, a good day, Ray. How are you doing today? Hello there, motherfuckers. Bored and tired. I'm a lot less tired than I have been over the last couple of days. And in all honesty, it's been a long while since I've been, like, truly bored. There's been a couple days where I've been bored this month. I know that much. Like, where I didn't feel like playing a game type of bored. And so instead I just read. Yeah. I think everyone gets bouts of that at times. In all honesty. Just like those days where the day just feels like it'll never end. I mean, just chill, talk to people, play games, do something to try to keep your mind occupied. It's what I do anytime I feel like just tired. So I end up going to fanfiction.net and reading shit, in all honesty, to try and just, like, go on vacation a little bit, like a mental vacation. You know, I'm still present, of course, but I'm in a whole new world when I'm reading. I know some people can't really see. How do I word this? Whenever I read, I can, like, place myself within that world. Like, I could read a chapter, close my eyes, and, like, have that chapter play out in my head. If you ever heard of the story or the movie The Tale of Despero, one time I read the book, The Tale of Despero, and then I remember watching the movie after it just came out, and I was like, I've seen this fucking movie before. I know it's impossible. It is literally impossible for me to have seen this movie. But this scene, I know exactly what happens next. Where have I seen this movie before? And then I'm like going through the list in my head, and I'm like, wait a minute. This is that book I read a couple years ago. Yeah, antidepressants I would probably try to stay away from as well, because they seem more dangerous than for what they're for. That's weird. They must have updated their shit, because for the first time ever, that shit was highlighted. When you added me, that shit was highlighted. Like, is that how it has been supposed to be doing the entire time? Highlighting the message whenever anybody adds me? Because it's never done that. This is the first time my message has ever been highlighted. Whatever. That's whatever. For a minute, I was like, wait, what's wrong with that message? Why is it red? Nothing's wrong with the message, dipshit. It's literally highlighted. The fuck happened? I updated something or something? No. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways. Well, you say you're even worse, and I'll be honest, that's like, as I'm reading, I can see it happening as well. But, like, I do that sometimes where I'll go back and I'll like watch it in my head. It plays like a movie as I read. I probably didn't word that right the first time. It's hard to explain like I've never really had to explain it often, but it's hard for me to explain that because of how few people around me get that. Like my old man, he doesn't really read a lot when it comes to like back in high school I read the Alex Rider and the Artemis Fowl series of books. Very good books. I enjoyed them. If I go back and read them again, I'm not sure if I would enjoy them as much as I did the first time I read them. But I enjoyed the books so much that I would get and read through the entire series of Alex Rider at the time that it was out, the way that it was. And I remember that there was one book that had come out, like it was the 8th book in the series or something like that. I don't think I got to read it, but I think I've read 7 of the Alex Rider books. Welcome back. And while I was watching, like, there's a scene in one of the books where they're describing a fight in a zero-gravity area, and, like, I could see the people pushing off of the side of the ship, or whatever it was they were involved with that had the zero-G activated. It's been so long I can't even remember what the situation was. But, yeah. And, like, if I start to watch a movie I've already seen or play a game I've already played, parts will pop up, like, it'll all start coming back to me. Like, for example, the Run Like Hell game, I played that a couple of times back in the day when it first came out in Run Like Hell. When did Run Like Hell come out?
Nothing can stop this team. Nothing.
I played that game on stream. I don't know who all of you were here for that playthrough, but that was fun. Run Like Hell went through development hell as well. September 30th, 2002. I almost said 2020. Just because of how long it's been since then. Okay, anyways. The initial release date for that game was September 30th, 2002. 97% liked this video game on the Google users thing.
Why is that?
Nobody likes to hear the word no. You know, one day I just said, okay, I'm gonna go talk to the banker.
How'd it go?
Which is funny,
There was a bump
that
in
you
the
look at the
road,
reviews
we
from
hit
back
it.
in the day,
Uh-huh.
and they all got
We
low as hell
navigated
reviews
right through it, right
back then.
Get more than money from your bank. Welcome to
And it makes me wonder, oh, that's why. IGN gave it like a 2 out of 5 stars, a 4.1 out of 10. Apparently, is what IGN gave Run Like Hell. Which, it's IGN, so I enjoyed the game. Anyways, I'm getting distracted easily. I mean, in all honesty, yeah, game journalism started to peter out really fast when a game company could purchase reviews. Hell, IGN themselves a while back, like I don't remember what it was, but I know for a fact this happened. IGN themselves admitted that, well, we only review games, popular games, and it's safe to give a review to review a game at like why we always give them 7.5s or whatever. That's a safe number to do a review at. So you're not doing your job? You're literally telling us you're not doing your job, IGN. Okay. And I can bitch about the shit, like, even the useful shit that IGN has is still fucked up in some way, shape, or form. Because I remember I went through the IGN's Red Dead Redemption 2 map to collect all the shit that I tried to collect. And there were times where they had something marked incorrectly. Oh, no, they can't. They cannot play a game. And it's like, these are the people that you have reviewing a product that they don't understand the basic concepts of. How in the fuck are they going to properly tell the people what to expect when they themselves do not have a fucking clue? Cuphead. That's all I need to say. All I need to mention is Cuphead. And that should go to show you right then and there how fucked game journalism has been. Cuphead.
You telling me you don't know how to fucking jump?
Like, you're telling me you don't know how to fucking jump, dude? Hello? The Dark Souls of platformers. Or whatever the fuck they called it. It's actually gotten to the point to where this is how I'm like slowly training myself out of this mindset, because this is how it used to be back in the day. When you wanted to find out about games, you'd go to your buddies at high school and you'd be like, hey, you know, hear about this game? You play it? What do you think about it? Right? And that's how I would make my purchasing decisions on video games. I would either know for a fact I enjoyed the game or not. Like, because it was from a sequel or previous game. Or I would have people I could talk to that had experience with the game that would be my assurance to whether or not the game was good. And most of the time, like 99% of the time, that system worked out for me whenever I purchased a game. It didn't work out whenever I didn't purchase a game, because a lot of the people that I talked to were fucking idiots at the time that didn't know how to play a fucking video game properly. Because there's a couple games that I played recently that I heard negative things about back in the day when they first came out, and the person I heard that, like, my reliable source, just was wrong about the game. They were like, oh, the game's bad, yada yada. Armored Core, basically. Armored Core is because Armored Core 4 was nothing like Armored Core 3. So I never bought any other Armored Core games because my reliable source said those games are terrible. And it was literally just because they just didn't like the mechanics at the end of the day. So, like, I'm at this point where, I mean, Armored Core, it's a short game. I can say that easily. Because I beat that game the day of release, 22 hours after starting to play it. I enjoy it because it has a lot of replayability. Like, all in all, I have over 30 hours in that game, and I'm going to play it more. Especially because there's a mod that basically activates invasions. So, like, I kind of want to see what that's like. Of course, I'm going to do research to make sure it's all good and all that, which I'm pretty sure it will be. But that kind of shit I enjoy immensely. Right? Now, mind you, I'm probably going to get just pissed off and turn them off, as I do in Souls games. That's what I do in Souls games. I turn invasions on for a little bit, start getting invaded by people that are just abusing the mechanics to just one-shot the people they invade, and then I turn it off for a while. Then I turn it back on. And, you know, keep doing that. I will say, whenever I play Elden Ring for the outdated YouTube blog thing, I'm going to have invasions turned on, and I am not going to give a fuck Because it'll be New Game Plus, for sure, when I play Elder Scrolls again. Elder Scrolls? What? Elden Ring. Why did I... Cause I can blame Fallout, why I brought up Elder Scrolls. I'm blaming Fallout. I don't know why I brought that up, but I did. I'm like, no, it's Elden Ring, dumbass, not Elder Scrolls. When the fuck are we gonna find out any new information for the next Elder Scrolls game, though, by the way? Like, hold on, wait a minute. I was on something there for a second when I said that, because, yeah, when the fuck are we gonna find out anything new for that game? They teased it like 8 years ago, and nothing since. Oh, but we'll be able to get Skyrim again for PlayStation 5 Pro! I'm aggravated about it if you can't tell. No, that's when we're gonna apparently get more information for Fallout and when that's gonna release, I guess. I'm rolling my eyes like that because people on the internet huff so much copium. They huff so much copium, it's crazy. It's like, guys, stop buying Skyrim and we'll get the next one. Fuck! You did not just say that. It would crash on him. Oh. 20 times in a row. Hey, listen. You say that and you laugh, you would get the same notification from me, I guarantee it, because of how I play games. I do the same thing. Because when I was playing XCOM War of the Chosen on PlayStation, that shit is not optimized for PlayStation. It would crash. We got to one point where I think it crashed 37 times. And to the people who stuck around every time I tried to stream that game, thank you. Because holy shit, that was a wild time. Because that was when I was directly streaming through the console itself. And if the game crashed, the stream would crash. Yeah, but still, you'd think they would try something to help optimize it a little bit for fucking console. Like, holy shit. It would crash. I gotta go. I gotta step away here. Gotta play a couple minutes of ads when I do. And when I come back, we're gonna do a little bit more and bitch about optimization for games, because there are some games that could definitely be more optimized. They just aren't because of the people who do it. For one reason or another. Primarily probably because of a funding issue.
Duck pinballing, and more. We're located on West 25th in Ohio City, right next to 16-bit bar and arcade. Drinks, games,
was Unknown/Enemy Within optimized very well for PlayStation? Or very bad? I'll be back to comment on that momentarily.
Social media can be fun, but remember, it's only showing you
the filtered version of life. So when social media is stressing you out, check in on yourself and remember, it's not the whole story. For more tips on reducing your stress, go to mha.ohio.gov/check-in. A message from the Ohio Department of Mental Health and Addiction Services.
Want to go to class excited, ready to be challenged, empowered to explore? At Miami University, you will. As the #1 public university in Ohio for return on investment, Miami's 100+ programs focus on real-life learning, so you can secure a future you're proud of. Together, let's see what you can do. Tap now to learn more about Miami.
All right. There are a bunch. Oh wait. They were horrible optimized. Ah, gotcha. I mean, that, I guess they did a better job with XCOM 2 then. Not 100% sure there. Because I've never really experienced XCOM 1 in any form, right? I've played the original UFO Defense game and beat that. That was pretty fun. Difficult as fuck, but fun. You're starting to sober up. Don't forget to drink lots of water. Stay hydrated. That's like one of the major rules. Oh, I will say this. The AI, like the AI art shit that they've been doing, has been starting to get steadily more impressive with the fucking shit that they can pull off with it. You can still tell it's AI easily enough, but it's getting to the point to where it can start to like animate without it looking as bad as it did previously, and it's just companies are going to try to use that so much more than actual people, and it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad, guys. There's gonna be a lot of shit that's gonna come out in the future, and it's gonna be shit. I mean, on days where it's like really hot and whatnot, and especially if I drink, I go through at least one of these a day, right? I probably need to drink more in all honesty, but I go through at least one of these a day. Speaking of, I might as well take a drink while I'm talking about that. And I've got 3 in total. 2 are currently in my refrigerator. When I get about like halfway, I'll take another one out and put this one in the freezer, so I got ice. And then I could pour the other half water into the one that has an ice block in it, so the water will stay cold for longer. Maybe I should pick up another bottle and have like a half frozen one that I could just keep refilling. I'm at about 2 or so. How despicable. Honestly. Like, really?
Got a hunch about this football season?
I mean, I would imagine.
It's easy to use app. Right now, new customers can bet $5 and get
That should go without saying. If the case is no, I would be floored, in all honesty.
21 plus and present. Must be first online with any wager. $5 deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bet. Expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at fanduel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yeah, it's illegal. Like I'm saying, getting fired should go without saying. You can't do shit like that. That's like, you're going to fucking prison for doing shit like that. I mean, you're gonna get in some serious trouble for doing something like that if the images are real. Let alone trying to fucking... Oh god, I didn't get the bed. That's what I was... I started getting panic mode. I'm like, wait, where's the bed? Did I knock the bed down and not pick it up? Where's the bed? Did I just lose my blue bed? I've had the blue bed for a long time. Don't want to lose the blue bed. Also, we got a lot of coal to deal with. And we're gonna get a lot more. That's hilarious. Oh, I mentioned it earlier, but I didn't explain why I was pissed off about the Sony fucking with Hell Divers. If you're unaware of it, because of... It hasn't been that long since it happened. Anyways, Sony kind of extremely fucked over Helldivers. Mind you, apparently the devs for Helldivers haven't really been helping with the amount of people who have stuck with the game because of updates that have made the game less fun, I guess, from what I've been hearing lately. Like, they've been nerfing weapons and stuff like that, I guess. I don't know. It just sucks that when they have something good, like, and not just good because it's good, but also good because of what, like, it's bringing in a lot of money for them. They go, oh, we're about to fuck up our own shit, and they pull the plug on it. Yeah, that's what the biggest problem is right now. But what really fucking kind of helped prod along the fall of that game was what Sony did. Because I think there are still people that cannot access that game, even though they said they were going to revert it. They, like, didn't? Or some shit like that? I don't know. I don't know exactly what's went on with it. I just know it sucks. Because, like, with how dumb people are, and I'm talking about, like, the CEOs that make the decisions shit like that, they're gonna look at, they still, to this day, go, single-player games aren't where it's at, even though the single-player games are what, like, a lot of people go for. Like, perfect example, hold on. Let's look at the, Steam database for God of War Ragnarok. Because this one just came out. I don't know if it has a Steam chart yet. It's got to. It's got to. Yeah, right there. Yep. All-time peak was yesterday with 35,000 people playing it, right? 19,000 are currently playing it right now. The game's been out since the 19th on Steam. Now, mind you, owner estimations, it's like an about number. So between 150,000 to 250,000, apparently, around that number, have purchased the game on Steam. And that's a single-player game that has been on the console for how long? So that should go to show you right there. It's only been 4 days. And it's sold at least 100,000 copies. See if you can't fall asleep. Gotcha. Well, if you do go to sleep, enjoy yourself. Yeah, water intoxication. Water intoxication is a thing that exists. But that's if you drink too much at one sitting. If you drink 4 liters over a period of a day, that's not gonna get you water intoxication, right? If you, like, drink this and then another one of these right now, then you're running the risk of that at that point. But yeah, if you do end up falling asleep, get yourself that good rest. We're gonna go to sleep in game one more time, and then we're gonna switch over to some chill React ending to probably Ninja Gaiden 04. Relatize's playthrough of that. I need to pull up the videos again because I keep having to try to figure out, like, I figured out the issue with Opera GX. I had to literally uninstall and reinstall Opera GX to get it to work again. And then I had to reset, like, not reset, but restart my PC. And whenever I do that, it gets rid of all the stuff that I have saved, and I had the playthrough saved, so I need to re-get that again. Watch one or two of those, probably just one today, and then switch over to Fortnite, where we're going to be playing a little bit of the cycle in Fortnite, just for shits and giggles. So like I said, in about whenever we get to the bedtime in this game, 18:33, we'll be switching over to React Andy, and the video will, I think the video is like 40 minutes long or something like that. It's a long chapter of Ninja Gaiden. But yeah, it just blows my mind that you could basically have so many people complain about the same thing in a video game, and the company does not even acknowledge what everyone says. They just do whatever. The Cycle is a perfect example. The Cycle devs, Jaeger, it's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. So many fucking people were like, guys, if you want your game to survive, you have to do this, this, and this. And most people were saying the same shit. Right? And what happens? They basically do the exact opposite of what everybody asked for. Oh, no, I'm wrong. They did bring in more weapons that you could only get access to during raid, during a drop. Like when you would drop down to go and see if you could get loot, you could only find them as floor loot, basically. And they were the same gun, just a higher variant of that gun. So they didn't add in any new weapons or anything like that, technically. The weapons they did were basically souped up versions of previous weapons. Like, hell, the green AR-55 was better than a fucking blue or purple in some cases. Yeah, exactly. That was painful. And then they added a new enemy type in. A new enemy type that was fucking AIDS. It was like, it would be, actually no, better yet, the mob that they added, the fucking howler, the flying mob that they added, was basically as if AIDS and cancer had a hate fucked, and their offspring was the howler. That's what that was.
Application and approval. Equal housing lender. Hiya, pal. Let's take a moment to just be. To let a little magic in. Unclench your jaw. Relax.
Alright, fuck you, targeted advertisement. Fuck you. I'm angry. I'm gonna be angry, asshole.
Where did that moment take you? Someplace magical?
The advertisement, it's just a coincidence that the lingo of the advertisement matched, but...
At Walt Disney World Resort.
Listen, it fits though. It fits though. Right? That scale, that metaphorical scale of annoyance fits really well. And I put my own little twist on it. Right? Have to put my own little twist on it. But I'll tell you what, I've looked into a couple of different, I'm gonna save and quit. Because we're done with Minecraft, and if I don't stop, we're gonna keep playing it, but I'm done with Minecraft. We're gonna wrap up for YouTube in a minute after I finish this topic I want to talk about. But I played a free-to-play Battle Royale recently for like a season, basically, just to check it out. I can't remember what the name of it is because I dropped it pretty quickly after that. Because here's the way the game, it just... The way it works is bad, basically. If you grind the whole season and are able to, like, carry over shit to the next season, it's just, it's... There is no, like, reset. You know what I mean? Like, the reason that I like the reset is it sets everybody back down to 0, and you could work your way up. And most of the time, if you're going up against people, you're going to be going up against people that are of a similar gear set that you are. Most of the time. That's not how it started to work out when it came to the cycle, which is what we're going to be playing after we get some React Andean done. But it is what it is, I guess. I can't think of the name of the game. And I don't know if I have it on my thing anymore. It was a Farlight 80. No, not that at all. Lost Light. It was Lost Light. That game. Right? I had some fun with it. Maybe I'll have to try it out again later in the future. But if you actually manage to get what you need to avoid the wipe, it just, I think in a game like that, I think wipes are necessary to a certain extent. Right? Like, I don't know how to explain why I feel this way. Other than it is what it is. So I think for me, the perfect extraction shooter is one that has some form of gear reset for people. It, like, it sucks having to try to rebuild your hideout every couple of months. That sucks, right? But it brings people back. It makes it feel fresh. Exactly. If here's my perfect BR is a BR where you could have, not a BR, an extraction shooter. I don't know why I keep saying BR. An extraction shooter where you have your headquarters, right? You can upgrade that, but it can only go back to a certain level, or it'll get level locked or something. Because one of my biggest pet peeves is having to try to collect specific things to upgrade shit over and over and over again. It gets easier once you know how to do it, that's for sure. Like, the first time I played, it took me months to get where I was at. When the next season that popped in, it took weeks. And it would probably take days the next season, and so on and so forth. And it would just be days at that point forward. Weeks it still would be, because I play more casually. Anyways, the point I'm making is I feel that having a reset or a reset is mandatory in a game like that, right? Anyways, YouTube. That is going to be it for me. Stick around, Twitch. We're not done. We're going to be going for another couple of hours, at least. But for you, YouTube, that is going to be it. At least when it comes to Minecraft. Maybe I'll record Fortnite as well and post that to YouTube as well. Regardless, I hope you all enjoyed your stay here at the Kingdom. If you have and haven't already, be sure to become a citizen today via subscribing to this channel as well as my main channel. Links will be down in the description below through YouTube. Exclamation point links like so for those watching on Twitch. I've been organizing my Steam library. I need to do more so. I need to organize it in a better way. Be sure to follow me on Twitch and catch me when I go live at 6 p.m. EST EDT Friday through Monday. Invite link to the community Discord where you can always get the most accurate notifications of whenever I do go live. If I'm going to be a little bit late or early to stream outside of a half hour, or as long as I know I'm going to be late. As well as where you can communicate with other citizens of the kingdom. Or whatever else catches your fancy through all my links. And until next time, take care and have a good one.